What's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Pokemon TCG Live today with my Bronzong deck. I've been seeing this Bronzong pop up a little bit recently, and I've never used it, and it sounded fun to try it out, so I built this deck around it. And tested a decent amount, but could always be optimized. Couple things I would like to see a little bit more of, or not sure of as well. But if you haven't seen this Bronzong before, it's got the attack Evolution Jammer. That's pretty much the only attack you're going to be using on this. Super Cyble, obviously, it has no effect, and it's 100 damage for 3 energies. Not fantastic, but Evolution Jammer does 30 damage for a single Psychic energy, and it says during your opponent's next turn, they can't play any Pokemon from their hand to evolve their Pokemon. So I believe means even through rare candy, or obviously just normal evolutions, you can't evolve guys. There is one way to get around that, or maybe more than one, but the most obvious one I think is technical machine evolution. But we also have Jamming Tower and Secret Box. So Jamming Tower, if we have this in play, Pokemon tools attached to each Pokemon, both yours and your opponents, have no effect. So if we're able to attack with Bronzong and we have a Jamming Tower in play, unless they go like Tatsugiri, Tatsugiri is a way to cheat evolutions out by just, getting it from Tatsugiri's attack. But I'm not sure if there's any other way to get evolutions in play. So that means like Charizard, Dragapult, Gardevoir, Dunsparce, Golden Go, Dusknoir, probably I'm forgetting some. Even opposing Froslass can't be put into play. And we get to just hit them with a 30 damage. And then because we're doing like 30 damage, not a whole lot, we're also pairing Bronzong with Froslass and Munkidori. It's not like the most original idea to pair these with something that's kind of disruptive. Obviously, it's usually paired with Budew, which we do have a couple of. But I think with Bronzong, it kind of pairs well, just like it does with Budew, because we are not doing a whole lot of damage. We are disrupting them quite a bit. And then with Froslass plus Munkidori, we're able to, if you haven't seen Froslass, use the Freezing Shroud ability during Pokemon checkup. So in between turns, we put 1 damage counter on each Pokemon that has an ability. So Bronzong doesn't have an ability, which is kind of nice. We're not going to damage ourselves, but the Munkidori does have an ability, and its ability, Adrenabrain. This card is in almost every deck right now. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon has any dark energy attached, you may move up to 3 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So in between turns, we're putting damage counters on Munkidori. Then when it comes back to our turn, we have at least the 20 damage with a single Froslass, and then we can move that 20 to our opponent's Pokemon. And we're able to eventually take knockouts with Bronzong, knock out the little Pokemon that they can't evolve, and be super disruptive and really annoying for Evolution's deck. The way we're going to try and get out Bronzong, if we go second though, so we're able to play a supporter, we can use the card Salvatore to search our deck for a card that has no abilities. I don't know why it doesn't say Pokemon card. That's funny. That has no abilities and evolves from one of your Pokemon. I guess it's redundant. And put it onto that Pokemon to evolve it. Then shuffle your deck. You can use this on a Pokemon you put down when you were setting up to play, or on a Pokemon that was put into play this turn. So basically that means you can evolve a guy turn 1 that you just put down as long as it doesn't have an ability. So Bronzong meets all those requirements. We play Salvatore. As long as we have a Bronzor down, we get to evolve into Bronzong. And then we just need to have a Psychic energy. And if Bronzong or Bronzor isn't in the active spot, we also need a rescue board to be able to retreat into our Bronzong. So that's why we're playing the Secret Box. It does get us the rescue board. It would get us Salvatore, get us the Jamming Tower. It could start Budew, and Budew is kind of nice for that reason, because then we could pivot for free into Bronzong. And besides for that, Budew is nice. If we do whiff Bronzong, then Budew can be a little annoying for our opponent as well. And Budew, to be honest, is probably better against the just like basic EX decks that we might run into, like Raging Bolt or Joltik Box or Terra Box. Bronzong stopping evolutions doesn't hurt them as much. It does stop like Noctowls or maybe Galvantulas, or that's pretty much it. So it's not going to do as much. So Budew can be kind of annoying. We can like try and gust stuff, Budew trap them for a little bit, maybe close out the game with Ursaluna. To be honest, I haven't played a whole lot of them as I've been testing, but I don't think they're going to be very easy to beat with this deck. We're kind of like I think Budew Froslass Munkidori probably has the normal Budew Froslass Munkidori has a better matchup into them, but we have a better matchup into the evolutions than the normal Budew Froslass Munkidori maybe. But Budew is nice if we whiff, and it's also nice into those other decks to disrupt them. We have 2/2 Snorunt Froslass, 3 Munkidoris. Ideally, you could just have 1 Bronzong down, like in your active, 3 Munkidoris and 2 Froslass, because you can just put down Bronzor and then Salvatore Psychic Energy in 1 turn. You don't need to have a second one on your bench, but you could still. Doesn't hurt. Then some other cards I added to kind of help us against, again, the basic EX decks, or just to help help us like keep going since our guys are going to be getting knocked out pretty easily. Obviously Fezandipiti, if our guys were knocked out, we get to draw 3 cards. So we get to have a little bit of draw after getting Iono'd, or just because our guys are going to be pretty easy to knock out, it could help us. Obviously it's a 2-prizer, so it's a bit of a liability and you really don't want to start it, and you really don't want to start Ursaluna, but I think it's still worth running. After our opponent's taken some prize cards, Ursaluna can attack for almost free or for free, so it's a nice card I think to close out the game, especially if we're like damaging things with Froslass and Munkidori. Things should be in range of our 240 Bloodmoon attack. That's for the Pokemon. Then we have a bunch of 2-ofs. Like I said, we already have the 4 Salvatore, so we have 4 Pokégear to find the Salvatore going second if possible. But then we have a bunch of 2-ofs for like kind of searching and setup cards. We have 2 Buddy Poffin, Nest Ball, and Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball and Nest Ball can get us anything, and then the Buddy Poffin can get us like 2 Snorunts, or a Snorunt and a Bronzor, or a Budew and a Snorunt, depending on the situation. They're all pretty nice for different situations. Something I wanted to mention about Pokemon that we could add if you're like trying to turbo out the Bronzor more is a Squawkabilly. But I was trying that and it wasn't really helping. I also had like more Nest Balls and more Ultra Balls when I was testing it, and I was still whiffing. So it's surprisingly easy to whiff with, even with like 4 Pokégear, 4 Salvatore. It feels harder to pull off Bronzor than it does to donk with Pecharunt, to, you know, get the poison donk. So even though it seems like it should be almost as easy, but maybe I could try some other things or didn't try it enough. That's for Pokemon searching. Then we have 2 nice stretchers for recovery. It could be nice to have a 3rd one, but it's hard to fit everything. Then we have 2 counter catcher just to be annoying and have some comeback cards and be able to gust stuff up, hit it with the Budew to trap it, or hit it with the Bronzong to spread out damage more, and then like take a bunch of knockouts at once with Froslass Munkidori. I think that's it for, oh no, 2 Earthen Vessels. We have 5 Psychic, 3 Dark, and 1 Luminous. It might seem like a lot of energies, but I mean, we need a single Dark for each Munkidori, and then Bronzong, we need to get the Psychic energy going first. So honestly, as many Psychic energies you can without clogging up your hand or your deck, I think is worth it. So I did have, I think, 1 more Psychic at first. I went down 1 for a Luminous just because 1 Luminous seemed fine. And I did also have 1 more Earthen Vessel at one point, which also seemed fine, but I had to make cuts to try and fit other things. But Earthen Vessel is really important to get the Darks and then get the Bronzong energy so that we can attack with it on our first turn. Because if we're missing just one of the pieces, we can't pull off the attack. And if guys get evolved, we can't unevolve them, and it's a lot harder to win. So Earthen Vessel is pretty important. And then we have Secret Box for our A-Spec. Like I said, it gets us the rescue board, the stadium, the Salvatore, and then an item that we might need. It is weird that we're going to turn off our own tool, but like for that 1 turn, it's pretty nice to have it, and it's searchable off of Secret Box. And also, because we are playing Jamming Tower, we're playing 3. I would put 4, but not every deck plays a lot of stadiums, and sometimes they don't play TM Evo, even if they do play evolutions. So Jamming Tower at 3 is fine, but Arven isn't as good for our deck as it would be for other decks, because we kind of want to put in the Jamming Tower, so because it is disruptive, even if our opponent doesn't play TM Evo. So instead of having Arven, we're just going with 4 Iono and 4 Research, and then the 4 Pokégear. It's felt pretty good. And then of course we have the 4 Salvatore. Pokégear helps to find all of them. I think it makes sense to not have as many tools because of the Jamming Towers. And then the energies, 3 Dark, 5 Psychic, and 1 Luminous. That's the deck. I think I hit everything. I'm pretty excited how annoying and disruptive Bronzong is, and how easy, you know, once you get it set up, it's just a single energy attack and you just kind of spam it, and sometimes your opponent just forfeits because it's pretty annoying for them to deal with. So let's hop on the games. Hopefully we run into some evolutions. All right, here we go. Let's hope we are seeing a Dragapult, a Gardevoir. Gardevoir is actually kind of a tough matchup, but with all of our Munkidoris to hopefully match their Munkidoris, and then the Jamming Towers to turn off their tools, hopefully it's not too bad. Or a Charizard would be cool. I ran into a couple earlier, but I've also ran into a decent amount of Grimmsnarls, and surprisingly it was pretty decent. All right, we're going first, so we can't get Salvatore Bronzong, but maybe we'll get a Jamming Tower. Nope. We mulligans. We have quite a few basics. We have 13. We didn't give anything away. Thankfully, we didn't start this guy. All right. Well, we'll just start this. We would like to see a Salvatore, and then we could attack with Bronzor next turn. I think we put down the jamming tower so that we could at least turn off TM Evo. I think we put this down. We don't need to play the vessel, though I could use it to thin out some cards so we could draw into something else. I don't know if that's worth it. I think, you know what? I think I'm going to play this too. We're going to, oh, maybe I get down a Budew actually. A Budew could be nice in case we don't hit something off of our top deck, basically. So maybe we get down a Budew, even though that feels kind of bad. And then I think I'm just going to discard this. I'm going to play a bunch of stuff. We're going to get 2 Psychic Energies. Put this on him. Put this down. So we played our items so that if we get Budewed, you know, we've gotten the stuff that we need. And we thinned out some energy, so hopefully, I mean, we have 4 Pokégear, which we probably won't be able to play because of Budew, but... and then the 4 Salvatore. But seems like they're going to be able to bump our stadium and maybe TM Evo here. But they do need to get more routes down, so... because they can't retreat this one and then TM Evo to the bench, or TM Evo the one in the active. It's just bench guys, I believe. Okay. Yep. They're not Ionoing me. I can't remember. Did they start the routes? Was it just the routes? I think it was. Okay. So this guy being down, I don't know why they put this thing down. Because, I mean, unless you usually put this down versus a Froslass deck, but we're obviously... it's not going to matter. Wow. They didn't research yet. Okay. I'm surprised they already retreated. I was like, oh wait, they're done. And they're committing to Budew, but... okay. Well, if they left the routes in the active with the Psychic, they could have TM Evo'd if they got more basics. But looks like they were settling for the Budew. They put down Screamtail too. This guy in particular is annoying because they can hit around our Bronzong. Ah! Well, we'll put down... I think we put down this so we can get it evolved because it's pretty squishy. Could be difficult to get it up. We'll play the dark on this guy. Oh, wait. We could attack. No, we're committing to retreating and going for Budew. And then we will put us energy. Should I just play the Luminous because it counts as anything? Yeah, we'll do that. And we'll Budew them back. Haha, how do you like that? And then we have a Psychic for, so our Night Stretcher's alive, and I guess we have more Darks then to find for other Munkidoris. Next turn would be fine if we're able to pull it off. It wouldn't be too late. Okay, they're putting up Screamtail. Putting down their own Munkidori. Yeah, they've got a lot of stuff on their bench. Oh no, we die a slap. But we have Fez. So that's actually pretty good. I think we play Artisan first to thin out something. Oh, that's nice too. Let's put down a second Munkidori, I think. I mean, I could put down a second Snorunt. What would be better? Second, I mean, we do have the second Froslass. We could have Bronzong, 2 Munkidori, 2 Snorunt, 2 Monkey. Yeah. So, what would we prioritize? Would it make? It probably makes more sense to put down a second Snorunt. So we'll do that. And we'll draw. I'm sorry, that was so hard for me to say. All right, thankfully we get something. We'll put this down. Put the psychic on this guy. And I don't think we need to get the Night Stretcher to get anything. We have Pokégear. I don't think they would just retreat. So I think we just hit. Oh, wait. We are going to let them be able to KO something with Roaring Scream, though. Well, it's definitely good then we got down the second Snorunt, because I think they're going to probably snipe our guy eventually. I don't think they can... They'll be able to do 60. So nothing's going to die that yet. Yeah, these are the games we have to deal with having Screamtail and Munkidori, so they can, like, manipulate the damage in a really annoying way. So they can move the 30 back onto us. Eventually, they're going to have damage on themselves and be able to move it. So they can move damage. Like, they can leave this 60 right now. Move damage off Munkidori or Budew to then, like, leave their attack and then, like, get more damage that way. What are you searching for? That's weird. You can't play that. Okay. What are they... Getting a Psychic, so they're going to use their second attack. They Ultra Balled away a Routes. Okay. We have Jamming Tower, so... If we get a second Munkidori, which we actually have access to in our hand, and a Jamming Tower, we could KO the Screamtail. Who's really annoying, so I think I'd like to do that. Maybe I should have put down Munkidori, because shouldn't have put down that and put down Munkidori in hindsight, but I don't know, pressured him to do that. Now we just need Jamming Tower or something. That's not bad. And we get a second Munkidori. How many Jamming Towers are left in here? We have Secret Box, 2 Jamming Towers. Because I can get down Snorunts again with the Night Stretcher. Oh, and we can Fez too. Do I want to Iono or do I want to dig for a research maybe? Either way, I think it's worth playing this because then we could put something to the bottom of our deck. Yeah, let's put Salvatore to the bottom. So we'll play Iono. Put the Dark on this guy. Do we need a second Snorunt? We're not going to be able to heal all the damage in between turns, but we'll get more damage on the board. I think I'm going for it. I don't know. If we don't KO this, we'll be able to pick it off again, but... All right, now we can Iono and Fez. We just need... Well, we don't have Jamming Tower, but... We could Counter Catcher or something. We could Counter Catcher their Munkidori. Oh, wait. I can Fez. Yeah, I think we Fez now. Whoops, I almost forgot completely. Oh, we got it. All right, so we discard... I don't know if we're going to need our third Munkidori at this point. We could discard Bronzor, Munkidori. Have we discarded any Bronzors yet? No. Or we can... How many researches do we have down? We can discard both research potentially too. And we can keep the Ultra Ball. Yeah. And then we'll get Jamming Tower, Rescue Board. Vessel? Another Counter Catcher. Nest Ball. Get this because we don't need it. I don't think we really need anything. We could get this so we can Ultra Ball it away. We have energies in our hand, and then I think we get a research. Yeah. All right. We're going to turn this thing off. Now they die to... Or they don't die yet. No, they die. Yeah, we can kill them. We could also counter catcher something and then... But I think we want to kill them so then they can't kill our Snorunt. So we're going to move all the damage to this guy. No, from here. Thank God that let me go back. I thought I messed up there. And we need all of it. This will give them Fez, but... And then we'll be able to get our second Snorunt out. Cool. Let's see. We're doing pretty good, I think. I think them having all of these, I mean, the Drifloon, the Screamtail, the Budew, and only one Munkidori is definitely really good for us. Counter Catcher's not live. Damn it. They have Artisan. They have Iono too. They're down 2. Our Counter Catcher's still live, so we can leave this lame Budew in play. And then just leave their bench all clogged up. Could just chase down Routes too. It's hard to figure out. It's hard for me, like, I'm not sure what's the biggest priority. Because Munkidori is actually really annoying as an attacker. Because they can confuse our Bronzong. And then it's a coin flip. Okay. They're committing to the Drifloon, which kind of makes sense. But I think... Did they never get a Dark on their Munkidori? Wow. Okay. Well, I think we counter catcher, we leave this. And we can counter catcher a Routes and knock it out. And let their Munkidoris just keep piling up damage. Or we just take out a Routes. I think let's get down... Did I just top deck that Bronzor? I did. But I think I'm fine to discard it. Or we just discard the rescue board. Yeah, we'll do that instead. We'll get our second Froslass. We have 3 Ionos. I kind of want to get an Iono and then maybe get a Jamming Tower. So then TM Evo's not an option. Damage is going to start racking up aggressively, so I kind of want to leave their Munkidoris and just hope they get dead. And maybe we KO a Routes right now. But we're not ever going to be able to kill this. Oh no, yeah, with the Jamming Tower, we would be able to knock it out. So I think we use the counter catcher. How much damage is on the board right now? Is there? I think there is 70. We could kill this. I think we just take out the Routes. And then we'll see if we can find Iono. Salvatore. And move all the damage. I mean, we could just put it on the... How much do we need? We need 30 for each damage counter on this. Yeah, we don't want to put any damage on that, actually. If I put a good amount on this, then this will die in between turns. I think let's do that. I think let's pile up damage on this and we'll leave the Routes alive. Let's do that. Because also them getting the Munkidoris out, like I said, would be a problem. And I could dig for something, but I don't know if I want to lose this Night Stretcher, Dark Energy, and another Munkidori. I didn't want to keep everything. So now they can't attack with the Drifloon. Actually, right now too, in our hand, we could hit into the Drifloon because we have Bronzor Salvatore. As long as there's another, and Night Stretcher for an energy. As long as there's another Bronzong in the deck, which there should be. So. Now they're gonna die unless they get a dark. And they have to retreat this unless they want to just take a hit. So they're wasting the dark. Their one Munkidori is gonna die. Nice. This seems pretty good. And actually, if we just take out this Munkidori, they can't knock out our Bronzong. Unless, so, because we're going to do 30. So they're going to do 30 times or whatever. And they'll be, what, 20 damage short. So if we KO this guy, they won't be able to do that. So I think that's what we do. We'll put just all of it. Just to get the damage off of our guys. I think we'll heal this guy because he has more damage on him. Although I'm not sure if it's going to matter. If they were to gust something, they're going to gust up Fez. And it should be pretty easy to KO it. But it's alright. Counter catcher. Do we want to thin out anything? I don't think so. I don't think we want to play any energies. We definitely don't want to research. Sorry, so we just hit this. Now, if they don't have Munkidori energy, they can't kill Bronzong, and then we just kill their Drifloon. I think it was good to get rid of the damage on Fez just because it had more, but I'm not sure. All right, got another Munkidori. Do they have the Dark Energy? Maybe I should have put a second energy because we're actually going to have to use the energy to retreat. Yeah, I should, although our dark energy isn't what we really want to use, but I should have put an energy on somebody to use it as a pivot. My bad. Because we need to be able to attach to the Bronzong, obviously, and attack with it. Do they have Iono? Either way, it's going to be pretty sick to be able to pull this off. So we just got to hope. I'm pretty sure I saw another Bronzong in there. And actually, we can use Munkidori's ability before we retreat. So we're going to still be able to pull it off. Frick. All right, he's going to die, actually. But it's okay-ish. Wait a second. They're not killing Bronzong. Okay. I think we're fine. We don't have to pull it off after all. They're not killing Bronzong. They're leaving Bronzong. They're going to kill Fez? All right, they're just going to kill Froslass. So now our Munkidori's not going to die. Oh, this seems better for us. Now we can get down a third Munkidori and a Dark Energy. And we can still kill their Drifloon. And we're going to get Fez. And we're going to be able to jam their Drifloon, so we'll just need to use one Munkidori. So we'll go down to one prize here. And we've still not seen the Team Evo. It could be in their hands, but they need to... Oh, they got their own Fez. Even if they have Team Evo, though, Curlias aren't enough at this point. And we're getting close to the point where Bear would be able to help us, maybe, too, so... This is honestly the best game I've had against Gardevoir. Okay, they're just going to Budew us. Well, I have Jamming Tower and Iono, so I'm going to play those. All right, they are letting our Munkidori die. So we won't get Fez. But Jamming Tower Iono seems decent. We have a good amount of energies. We had one in our hands, which actually isn't that many, so we have 9 total. I don't think we shuffle the deck with Artisan. I think we just play Jamming Tower and Iono. I don't know how many vessels we're down, but there's the energy. Just gonna show them we got it. And then where do we want to put the Munkidori damage? I don't think we want to put it on Drifloon. Maybe we put down a second Bronzor now so that we don't need Salvatore. And we don't break the lock. We're gonna do 20 damage. Let me just make sure. I can't use Fez, right? No. I think we put this down. Although, they're not knocking this... No, they are going to knock it out. Next turn, they're going to knock out with Drifloon. Wait, no. They need 2 Psychics. So never mind. We definitely don't need a second Bronzor. This thing's not dying. And this thing isn't a threat. So we can just move damage counters from our guys who are going to die. So Munkidori. And we're going to put it on... We just need to take 2 more prizes after this. I think we just put it all on their Munkidori. Or how many damage counters are we gonna put? We're gonna do another. Munkidori's gonna have another 40 on it when it comes back to our turn. This guy's got 90 HP. Technically, a Routes would be easier to knock out. So we could go for a Routes and a Drifloon. But they're gonna move it from wherever, so I kind of just want to put it all on him. Then we're just gonna hit this. So we give them Fez again. That's funny. But there's no way for them to be able to attack with this. And also having so many energies is nice because we can't use a rescue board, we need to be able to retreat things. And I think that was their second encounter catcher. Yeah, so they may not have any more. Surprisingly, though, it is 3-2. So, I mean, it's not like they haven't taken prize cards. What have we lost? Budew, Snorunt, Munkidori. That's it. I think it made sense to just pile it up on the Munkidori. I don't know. And if we put it on a Routes, they were just going to promote whatever Routes didn't have damage. So it's not like anything that was damage was ever going to come up. Yeah, a second Munkidori in Dark would be perfect, but how many vessels? We're down 1 vessel. We're down to the Luminous, so probably not going to happen. If we could top deck a Research or a Pokégear, that would be good. Okay. Are they getting another Munkidori? They have 4, right? No, they have Curlia. Okay. They already used Fez. We just have to squeak out the win. Let's go! Let's go! That was an awesome first game. Didn't get a single evolution out all game. All right, let's see what we hit this time. Something else I wanted to mention but I forgot was Noivern. EX is something that I was also thinking would be kind of fun to pair with the Bronzong. Instead of Froslass, it would be its own type of thing. But without Crispin or without a way to accelerate energies, we can't power it up and attack with it in one turn. And it's just got a huge target on its head in the matchups that we'd want to use it versus for like the basic EX decks. So that's the reason I didn't, and I'm not trying the Noivern. I didn't use it at all though, so maybe it would be decent. But I think like a lot of those decks, especially Joltik Box, they got Prime Catcher 4 boss, like Iron Bundle maybe, I don't know. It's just going to be pretty easy to knock it out. All right, well, as you can see, we have everything but the energy. We have everything but the energy, but it's possible we could top deck it. And we leave this guy in the active. Maybe I should have put down a Munkidori in case it's a dunk deck. Whoops. Probably. Fan Rotom. All right. Well, this is a basic EX deck probably. And our Bronzong's not gonna do as much. Maybe we go research for Budew. Wait, no, it's not. Is it Roaring Moon? That's equally bad. No, I have fighting energy. It's a wall deck, maybe. That wouldn't be as... Wait, no, it's the Okidogi deck, maybe. I've been curious how this would go. Okidogi's weak to Psychic. They couldn't get Scizor. Nope, it's Mill. Ugh, frick. Okay. All right, I don't know if we want to research our hand away. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, they're also going to be trapping things. I mean, just one Bronzong. Unfortunately, we're just going to... We don't get... This guy's going to get killed by this. Also, if we just put Bronzong in play and Bronzong alone, it gets 2-hit KO'd by Fan Rotom. So we have to put something else down. I kind of want to go for a Budew here and hope we get another supporter. Maybe an Iono so we don't have to discard our whole hands. Because these cards seem decent. Froslass. Get the Iono. I know we're giving them cards, but then we'll put this guy down. We can attack with it. Now we just need an energy, which we have 9 of and 2 vessels. So should find one. And we get a Poffin, so we can get down some Snorunts. And we actually have a decent hand for next turn. All right, we only have 1 Snorunt. We do have 2 of those. Could get down another Budew. That actually doesn't seem that bad, but we can also just pile up Munkidoris. So I think we actually don't put down anything else. We just leave bench room for Munkidoris. All right, not a terrible first turn. Actually, and Bronzong will stop their draw engine. It's kind of nice that their draw engine and their deck as a whole won't threaten our Bronzongs. Like once we kill their Fan Rotom, yeah. Once we kill their Fan Rotom, we basically shut down their draw engine and should be pretty good. I kind of want to gust this just in case we whiff here. I think that's fine. Hopefully we don't whiff, but we do. And we are down the Budew. I think we're going to go for the Budew again. It is what it is. This guy's weak to Psychic. And we can put the rescue board on this. And then we'll Night Stretcher for Budew. And next turn we can Salvatore. I think it's worth Night Stretching. Or I mean rescue boarding, because we're actually going to get value out of it. Like we don't get value out of it a lot of times. And then we can put the... Should I put a Psychic on Bronzor already? I think I'd rather do that. Although we are going to... start piling up damage, so getting the dark energies down would be important. But I mean, we're gonna need the psychic for next turn, so I'd rather get that. And then we have Salvatore Dark Energy. We have no EXs that we're attacking with, so this isn't gonna matter. Oh, and the Phantom's just gonna get dead. Damn, we're being so annoying right now. It feels so good. And we're gonna hit you for weakness. I think we actually just take this thing out as soon as possible now. Definitely. Because we just don't want to get milled, and then I think we win. Because, wow, there was only one Bronzor. Retreats. And then we will move the damage onto this guy. Although, wait. Yeah, we do need to move it, because we're going to hit him for 60. They're going to be at 130. So I technically could have buddied one more time. But I think this is, I don't know, shutting down their draw engine. I know they do actually have some, they probably like have some items that they can get use out of now, like vessels for their energies, but they have 8 cards in their hand. They probably had a supporter to find something. And now that they see what our deck is, I wouldn't be surprised if they just kind of call it quits soon. They're gonna mill us, but we have like everything we need. This thing's gonna die. They're gonna need another Great Tusk. They're not gonna have access to any draw. And we're gonna take 2 prizes here because we're gonna knock out Great Tusk and Rotom. And then these Dunsparces are gonna get stuck in the active and be complete. No! All right. Let's go. All right. The Dunsparces won't have a retreat. Stop. Let's go. I am the superior annoying deck. Uh-oh. All right, that's a little annoying. It's not terrible. Another Budew. Go for the Iono. And we play this Psychic on the Bronze. Oh, frick, we can't play it yet. Well, we'll play it next, when we can. This guy's dead to us. We can knock the... I mean... We only have one Froslass in play, so... Alright. Let's move all this to this. And then let's move all this to this. Is there something in the discard that we need? No. Oh yeah, and our second Snorunt was prized, so maybe we'll get it here. And we just move the... Oh, I was gonna say we should not move the damage. That was what I was thinking. Because then because we only have one Snorunt down, so we're doing... we're getting less damage on our Munkidoris. Yeah, I should have only moved 1 damage counter to that. But technically we could have gotten a Snorunt off the prize, which would have been nice. Well, more than moving it to Budew. That's fine. Just need a Psychic, which we have on in hands. They could Iono us, but I think they play like mostly Sawdos and stuff. I'm down 1 Night Stretcher, so this is our last one. Hey. All right. No, then they have Jets to pivots. Okay, that's pretty annoying. Yeah, and if I saved that 10 damage, we would have had... I think I could have actually knocked this thing out, maybe. I don't know where the 10 damage was. All right, well, we have this. I guess I can knock this out on my turn, which is something. I don't think we want to play anything else. Yeah. And I think I probably just put the damage counters on this guy, right? And then we'll be able to knock this thing out with Munkidori next time on our turn. And then I'll burn the... Oh, wait. Technically, we want to hold on to as many cards as we can, so I'm not going to play anything, I don't think. Here's where Boss would also be better than Counter Catcher, but it's not better most of the time. They're going to be able to mill, what, 4 cards? Artisan. All right, that's good. They must have prized a Great Tusk. Explorer's Guidance. I've not seen Great Tusk in a long, long time. I definitely was not expecting to see this. Ooh, they needed that because they needed the Great Tusk. They can't get any energies though because they already saw it. All right, but they have the attachment. Stop it. All right, well, we have an energy to retreat. Get rid of our jamming tower. Would it be better just to play the Night Stretcher right now? So we just need the... We're down the vessels. Yeah, so... Well, I guess it wouldn't matter then. Yeah, it literally doesn't matter. So we're just going to play what's in our hands. I'm going to put this... on this guy. Then we'll knock it out with Bronzong. Retreat into Bronzong. And then... Do I put the 20 on this guy? We need to knock out 3 Great Tusks and the Dunsparce. Do I just hold on to the damage on this Munkidori right now? I don't know if it matters. I think I'm just gonna move it. And then we're gonna knock him out. Let me think on their turn. We only have the one Snorunt, so like our damage was super limited. I know that one turn, I think I would have been able to knock them out, which really stinks. Oh, it's good we saved the Night Stretcher in case they mill our Froslass. We can get a second Froslass still. They promote this guy. Maybe their hand is dead. That would be really, really huge. Maybe they don't have a freaking Sada. Okay, more Deduns. No! And the fan too. And the counter catcher. All right, there goes the second Froslass. All right, we're not getting that down because I can't Night Stretcher for it and an energy. Yeah, and we need the energy right now. So we get an energy. And then they're going to handheld fan the energy that we have right now. We're gonna knock this out. I could knock out this also. But if they hit the thing, discard the top card of your opponent's deck. I think we can win, potentially win, right? No, I need to take 2 prizes. And there's no way for me to knock out this guy in one turn. Because I can only move... I mean, if I don't move damage counter from this freaking thing right now... Oh wait, I guess I can make it so they can only get one attack with it, right? So then if they don't win, and maybe I get an Iono... I'm down. Oh, shit. I'm down all of the Ionos. Oh, man. So I just have to hope they don't have a thing. Oh, my God. And we don't even kill them. I messed up. Yeah, I don't think I... Well, if I knock this out, then I wouldn't have been able to knock the next guy out. And I don't have the energies. And they're going to get a thing, so it really won't matter. Oh, they whiffed, actually. Well, that was super silly. I guess if I draw an energy, it's still... Well, if I draw an energy, we can Budew them. And knock them out that way. Also, I could have been attacking with Munkidori. Do I just move the damage right now and see what they promote? Or do I move the damage and kill them with Budew? No, I think I move the damage and kill them with Budew. I'm not sure. Come on, where's the one that I can use? This one? There we go. All right. And now we still need an energy. Oh, this is kind of funny. The energy is going to end up on somebody right now, so this will actually be better for us. Because they have no choice but to move the energy. I could put down a second Bronzor and bait them to put an energy on it, but it should always go on the Froslass, so... Oh, what? Okay. If we can kill this guy right now, we will win. They need energy to retreat that. Okay, they have the energy. Do they have this? Oh, they're just finding a friend. If I have an energy, do we win? No. But if I don't get rid of that Dunsparce, I think we might be in a bad spot. I mean, I definitely item lock them. Let's see what's in the deck. Do I even have another energy? Not that it matters. They're going to mill. Yeah. I guess I could knock out this and get an energy off the prizes, where we have a total of 9. Oh, and we have 9 in play. So I have zero energies to work with. I could KO the Dunsparce on the bench, but I think... I just KO... The most disruptive thing I can do is Iono them, or Budew them, and then knock this thing out, I think. So then they can't chain Dunsparces, I guess. And then... But then we won't knock out their Great Tusk. So actually I have to put the damage counters on their Great Tusk. But no, I can knock out their Great Tusk with Munkidori. So I think I put him on this. Take the prize, and then Munkidori plus attack. Munkidori's ability with its own attack will win the game next turn if they don't get a supporter, but I think they're probably going to get one. I guess I can play that. And then I Budew. They have the Dunsparce in hands. I have no way to attack with Bronzong right now. They're down 3 Sada, 3 Explorer's Guidance, 2 Palpad, 2 Pokégear. Come on, just play it. Do you have it? There it is. Darn it. I think if I played that one turn better by not moving that extra damage counter, I would have won, because they would have gotten one less turn of milling. But I could be wrong. It may not have mattered that turn. All right. I think this will be our last game for time's sake. So let's see what we run into. Unless it's just a really fast one, maybe we could get another one. But damn, I think I could have won if I didn't move that extra 10 damage to the Rotom. But I would need to watch the VOD or whatever game back. Okay. Let's see if we can pull off the thing first turn. In one of these games, it would be pretty cool. Excuse me. Okay, we're starting Budew. We can't get it. Yeah, we literally can't get it. We don't have Iono. I'm sorry, we don't have energy. We don't have Salvatore. So wait, we get top deck secret box. So then we could get it. All right, another fan Rotom. So a basic EX deck. Potentially incoming. We need Buddy Poffin for our Snorunt's Jamming Tower. And I Iono them. That wouldn't be that bad. Is this freaking Great Tusk again? I don't recognize the name. Let me see. Let me see if I can see from the last game. Is this the same guy? And we want to play anything else? Whoops. Nope, it's not the same guy. Last guy was Waki something or other. So, is this Roaring Moon Dunsparce? What? This appears to be Great Tusk again. All right, we're getting both of these down. We're going to Budew them. We have Munkidoris. Yeah, we just want to get Munkidoris down. We have a rescue board. I think Jamming Tower is actually still pretty good because we'll bump their artists. Well, in this case we don't, but we'll shut off their freaking fans. Wait, did they even get? No, they just got 3 of those. So technically we don't need. And then we play that. Technically we don't need to disrupt their hands. Maybe it would be worse to do that, but I want to get some of my own stuff down, so maybe I should have gotten a Bronzor and Salvatore, but also it'd be probably good to hold on to Ionos, but I think I need to do it to get set up. Cool, we got that. Then we can counter Catcher next turn. Possibly. And I don't think they play Ionos, probably. Okay, we just don't have energy is the only thing, but. Well, I think we're playing against Great Tusk again, unfortunately. From a different user, of all things. That seems pretty unlikely, but. All right, and they're just attacking. Surprising. I think we're just gonna Pokégear. Hopefully we get, I don't know, an Iono again, or maybe okay to research. Okay. 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 think we gust up one of these guys and Iono them and hope we draw into our thing to block their evolutions. Bronzong, Psychic Energy. We did shuffle the deck, so things have been mixed around. Well, we have the Psychic. Buddy's been dead, so we could Buddy them again. But we are wasting a Psychic Energy to do that. We have Fez and Iono in hand. Wait, I could Iono right now. Or I mean Fez. You know what? Maybe I Fez. It's not any worse to have it Fez in place since we have Snorunt, I think. Alright, we just need Bronzor. Bronzong. Frick, we don't have Bronzong. Alright, well. I think we go for the Budew again. And we're going to... I guess we'll just use the Psychic. This, at least now we have another counter catcher in the deck, and they have to move this to Dunsparce, so they have to retreat an energy of their own, but they kind of probably want to get energies in the discard, or they just have the Dunsparce. This is definitely Great Tusk, though. I don't know, it's so far it's seeming exactly the same as the last game. It just took a long time. Or it's just taking them a long time, and I think the last game it took them a minute to get their Great Tusks down also. God damn it. All right. Start the Ancient Supporters. Okay, cool. They discarded a Fan and the Mechanicians. It's not bad. Another to Dunsparce. So weird that we ran into two of these. Okay, and they're just leaving that? And they're gonna put up... Oh, they put up Great Tusk. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so they're just getting fighting energies in the discard. Which they do need. Alright, we can get Salvatore here and start preventing them from evolving. I played 2 Ionos, which is not great. But I think we go for the Salvatore. And then I think we go for the Fez. We have an Iono in hand, so that actually could save us. Nice. Now we need Munkidoris before they get discarded. I think I play this Ultra Ball. Although this Fez is actually going to get damage counters on it, so that's fine. But they're going to 2-hit KO our Bronzong. But we're going to 2-hit KO them. And then they're not going to do damage. So we won't need damage to won't need Munkidoris to heal our guy. But we do need Munkidoris to be able to move damage counters. Did I Fez? I did, right? Alright, I think I discard this and this for a Munkidori. Or I just get another Froslass and let the damage pile up on Fez. But I think it's going to get targeted down and stuff. No, I think we do get the Froslass though. Yeah, I think we do this. We'll get more damage on the board, so we'll be weak, like getting the damage on the Fez. So then once we get the Munkidori down, we'll have damage on the board to work with. More damage than if we were to just get the Monkey right now, I think. But I'm not sure. Now Fanrotom dies coming back in our turn, which is also good for us. Yep, the hammers. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, and they're just gonna retreat into Dunsparce probably. No, they're gonna let us hit the Great Tusk. They need energy and Soda in order to attack. Darn it. They should have it here. Another hammer. There it is. All right, and now if they have a... Well, Counter Catcher is not live on the positive side. I don't want to Iono, but I think I'm going to have to Iono here if I have nothing. Just hopefully they don't mill one. And then maybe we can Iono into our last Iono. Yes, discard that. I think it could still be hard to 2-hit KO these Great Tusks because of how much HP they have. And the fact that they have no abilities. I think they played Sada before they attached, right? Yeah, Sada, Vessel, Earthen. Okay. I guess on the positive side, they only have the one Great Tusk to get the energies on. So they need Sada. Well, we're not going to knock this thing out. So they're actually going to have 2 turns to power up the stupid Great Tusk again. Okay, Dark Energy. And what else? And a Pokégear. Okay. Psychic Energy. We did need that. Play that. And you know what? Maybe we don't need anything else right now. Maybe we just hold on to the Psychic and we don't play the Iono. But if I don't get Munkidori Dark Energy next turn, then I'm not even going to KO this. I'm gonna Iono. Okay, we're close. We have nothing now, but we at least have a Psychic Energy to retreat. I don't know how many hammers they play. Get even more damage on the board. Maybe I should just attack with Munkidori. No, Munkidori still doesn't kill them. I guess with its own ability it does, so. But Bronzong shutting down their draw engine I think should be helpful somewhat. No, so many Great Tusks. Just gotta hope they whiff supporters and hope they whiff Pokégears. I think that's really all we can do. And then try and find our own stuff, but we don't want to mill ourselves out. And that was my last Iono. I guess maybe the last one's prize. That would be a hope. But I need to find a dark. Because without a Dark Energy, we can't even 2-hit KO Great Tusk. Alright, they have the fan. Iono 2 Jamming Towers to the discard pile. Dude, I can't believe we're running into a deck that's more annoying than our deck right now. Ah, of all things. When I was testing, I ran into quite a few Grimmsnarls, and then a lot of Gardevoirs also, and then some Charizards. All right. Getting their supporters back. I don't know, maybe I don't know if it, at the same time, I don't know if it really made a difference that I played the Iono, because they're never going to take another prize card. So I'm always going to Iono them to 4. So. And my hand was full of bad cards. Like I needed something. I need a Dark Energy now. Cool, those cards kind of sucked. Dark Energy. Please. Please. No! Frick. Alright, well, I can put down another Munkidori. How many stretchers do we have left? We have 1. I don't think I even need to put it down. But I guess it would get me another card. And I kind of, like, a Jamming Tower would be fine to find, so this shuffles the deck, and maybe we'll find a Jamming Tower, and then we'll throw this on this guy. And that's it. It's not looking too good. They just have to mill us 2 more or 3 more times. No, basically, because we're drawing, and they mill 4 at a time. Yeah. Play the Soda, power up your Great Tusks. I guess on the one positive side, we'll be able to knock out the one with the tool. So then maybe our energies won't get moved around again. All right, Land Collapse. There goes a Jamming Tower. Not a Dark Energy, though. Come on, give me a Dark. Give me a Dark. Wait, we can play that. Yeah, we'll play that. And, they have any energies in the discard? They don't. We did get them stuck for a little bit here. I could put more energies on Bronzong so that we could like use our second attack. But I think the key to winning is just going to be... They also actually don't have counter catchers live right now, but... Honestly, it might be worth it. And then maybe I can take a couple prizes in one turn. How many energies am I down? I'm down 4. Like I can knock this, I can 2-hit KO this guy, I can knock this guy with Munkidori, and then I can one-shot that thing. I think that's our best bet. It's kind of funny they're still ahead on prizes. No, I think my Munkidori's gonna die though. Shit. We don't need another Munkidori. Another card I'm gonna have to thin out of my own deck. But if they don't attach, they're gonna be stuck. Well, they can Vessel Soda, but I think their energy's... Frick, man. I forgot they have Jets. I'm gonna get another Soda. You can't play that though. So that's actually really good. I think it would have been actually better if they can't do... Well, I guess they're milling one card, so... It makes sense. What? Does that make sense? So now they're gonna be able to attack with this guy. If I can get a freaking Dark Energy, I can kill this. Oh, that does make sense. Yeah, then they get Soda. Okay, that was smart. Nice. And have we seen our fourth Iono? There it is. And there goes a Vessel. Not that I've taken prizes anyways. Iono wouldn't be good for us. But it would put them to, like, no cards, so... Alright. We need a Dark, otherwise we're giving up another prize. Alright, we got a Dark. We can kill this thing. We're down. Could get a Munkidori too. I mean, we definitely get a Dark. And we can knock this thing out. I think let's do that, and then let's see where we're at. We don't even care if Fez dies, actually, so... Gonna knock this guy out. And I think we move all the damage, because we have plenty of damage to work with. Another Munkidori. Okay, so we don't need an Artisan for one. That's good. I could Artisan to see what's left in the deck. Sure, let's do that. One Dark. Well. Yeah, I forgot I was gonna try and maybe do the Super Cyble, but we needed the... It made more sense, I think, to just knock out the Great Tusk, otherwise our energy gets moved anyways, so... Yeah, I think we're getting milled out again. Is my counter catcher gone also? Yeah, so there's no gusting we can do. Their hand is huge. Neutralization zone. Nice. Yeah, they haven't played any explorers, basically. They should have maybe another Pal Pad too. I don't know, the last Great Tusk had two. Alright, well, we have a Dark Energy we could top deck here. It shouldn't matter though, because they can just attack and mill us. So, I think we'll just scoop it up. And let me check how much time it's been. Because, yeah, they can always attack with the last Great Tusk there. I have no gusts. So, let me see. Well, that was another 23-minute game or so. So, unfortunately, I think this is where we gotta call it. Played one Evolution deck and two Great Tusks. It is what it is. We kind of destroyed the Gardevoir deck, though. It was kind of tight, and, like, you had to think a lot still. especially with the Munkidoris and placing damage, and then deciding if we wanted to bench the Snowrunts because I think they were getting sniped by the Screamtail. But we were able to be very disruptive, so that's what I wanted to showcase. I feel like we kind of got to do that in the first game, even though we played Great Tusk for more than half the video. But still pretty fun deck. I definitely like it. If I wasn't recording, I probably would have just forfeited, and if I were to be playing this deck just for fun, I wouldn't play out games that I don't think I have a chance. I would just play out the ones that I am being super annoying to people. So if they stick it out, it can be a long battle though, like the Gardevoir deck was. But that's it. Like I said, Noivern is something that could be cool, but we don't have a way to power it up in one turn, so it doesn't seem as great. Oh, something else was Mimikyu with Luxurious Cape or something. That could be helpful. Obviously our jamming tower would turn it off, but against a deck like Raging Bolt or even Joltik Box, that could be hard for them to deal with. Like, I think Joltik Box just has Galvantula, and then Raging Bolt just has its Baby Bolts and the other thing, and we'd be able to take a hit probably pretty easily. We resist Slitherwing, and then Baby Bolt doesn't do that much damage quickly. And then we could maybe 2-hit KO them with Munkidori, but I don't know, they could also gust around. But overall, pretty fun card and pretty fun deck. If you're interested in trying it out, there'll be a thing to copy and paste in the description. And that'll be it. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.